Okay, welcome back. So day 20, we are at the side kick, and now we're about to explore a new body position, okay? A new way to hold our body in gravity. So we are on our side, and we're working to connect the lower body into the trunk, focusing on one side at a time. Now, this is gonna take a little bit more awareness, a little bit more concentration, a little bit more control, because we're just on our side, okay? Now, if you've done a lot of pull-ups before, you might be like the side kick. What about like the side leg series? So in some videos at this point, you'd be seeing some leg lifts up and down, like, the Jane Fonda leg lifts. You'd be seeing things like leg circles and hot potatoes. And while those are all great for hip work, that was not the intention that Joseph Pilates had. He was not doing Jane Fonda stuff, okay? He was trying to balance the body in all planes of movement. And this side kick was then preparing us for what's to come later with the side kick kneeling and with our side bend. So again, the purpose of the original work is often different than what it has become, okay? So let's go and try this, all right? So we're gonna come back to our mat. We're gonna lie to our side. And I'm gonna actually start with a bit of a modified version. So I'm gonna show you, actually, I'm gonna show you all the arm positions. So you're gonna lie on your side and take your whole body in line with the mat, okay? Now to start with, let's make a little pillow here with the arm and lie down. And now just to start with, look at your hips. Is one hip back? Are you gonna roll back off your mat? Is one hip forward, okay? So you wanna stack these hip bones, and then you wanna bring your legs to the front of the mat, okay? So you can choose to keep your head here, all right? And you can really think about stability there. You can come up and you can rest your hand here on your head, all right? Or in the full exercise, we are actually propped up. We're like lifting up the bottom of the waistband, and we have the hands behind the head. And now this is because this exercise was originally designed to prep us for the kneeling side kick. So already here, I can feel the work. I don't want to sink down, so I'm lifting away. I'm wrapped into a tight corset, and by pressing my hands back into my head, I've activated the back body. My bottom leg is pressing down. Now we're going to lift this leg up to hip height, and then I want you to imagine you have a cup of tea sitting on your head. So what I'm talking about is your head isn't swaying back and forth. We're not going to spill that tea, okay? Now the movement, let's just try the movement of the leg, is that the leg would come forward, and then we would point the toe and sweep the leg back through space. Now do that a few times. Again, this is where we want to start this, okay? We want to just see how we do. And in contemporary Pilates, we keep it really connected so we don't alter the shape of the spine. In Joseph's world, he actually allowed us, as we kicked forward, to flex the spine, and as we pulled back, to extend the spine, okay? So if your body's super healthy, that's totally okay to do. Now, the leg is back here in this pre-stretched position. The actual side kick becomes this. We go kick, kick, pull, kick, kick, pull, kick, kick, pull back, okay? You will notice that my leg should stay in the same plane throughout the exercise. So my leg shouldn't be going up and down. Now, like I said, again, we'll go to the other side here. You can do this whole exercise down here, okay? So I'm pressing down, my top hand can support me. I've got my waist cinched in a little bit, and I can practice hip flexion, hip extension here. Now, what's interesting is that this is a modification. In some ways, I find it more difficult because we're not connected to the whole body. So we're gonna come up. Again, you can just rest here, or we're gonna lift up. We're gonna prop that elbow so the shoulder is in its external rotation. And I'm gonna lift my waist away, take the feet more to the front of the mat there, okay? And just this, like I'm shaking a little bit. I can feel my entire back line. I can feel my abdominals. I can feel my glutes. I can feel my feet, okay? We're gonna lift that leg up to hip height. Now this time, let's point the toe and let's take it back. Oh, I gotta move a little bit. Sorry, my reformer's in the way. Let me adjust the problem with live video. Okay, should have checked that first. So I'm going to take the leg back into this pre-stretch position. Now I did shift forward a little bit. Okay, that's all right. I'm pressing into the bottom leg. We're going to kick forward twice and then back once. So we're going to kick, kick, back. Can you feel that transfer of power from the moving leg through to the torso? The whole body is working as one unit. I prefer this over what I learned in stock Pilates, to be quite honest. We'll do one more, kick, kick, pull back. Okay, that is the side kick in somewhat of its original format. And again, know that with any of these exercises, right, there are so many ways to tweak an exercise to find something new and unique and different about it. So there's never wrong. There is just what works for your body in its unique state today. All right, I am going to end this and we will see you back